Hello everyone. Today we're taking a look at Dead Sea 2 Mutation on Xbox Live Indie Games, the sequel to the critically acclaimed Dead Sea. You may remember Dead Sea, of course you do. It's unforgettable. We took a look at the demo previously. It was a tour de force in tension and terror. A story about a woman who had to swim away from a killer shark after the shark ate her fiancé. You can see a hint of that in the title right there. Masterful use of symbolism. But how could Dead Sea 2 possibly top the first game? Well, the developers were smart here. They knew they couldn't top the first game. They could not make a copy of it. There'd be no point. So they flipped the script and actually changed genres for Dead Sea 2. Oh, it's still horror. It is still frightening. So frightening. But the gameplay is completely different. How so? What does it bring to the table now? Well, let's get started and see exactly what it's all about.
Is she dead? No, she's still breathing. I can't believe she killed that monster. Yeah, let's take her back to the lab.
We only played the demo for Dead Sea, but the intro here tells us how the first game ended. Our heroine killed the shark, and there she is. And this is a direct sequel to the first game. It continues the story from where the first game left off, and we can see how the gameplay is different. Instead of swimming, we are walking. Yes. Plainly he's dead, but what could have caused such a horrific sight? What is this ship that we find ourselves on? Trying to create a super soldier, mixing shark genes with human genes? Is such a thing even possible? Of course, we have no keys, we have no items, we have no weapons. We can only go where the doors are open. But if it is true that there has been some sort of mixture of man and shark, what could we possibly do to defend ourselves against it? Oh dear. Look at this sight of carnage. Oh, when it says go stealth, it actually means just this. That's going stealth, that's running, and there's a map. Yes, these men taken down before their time because of shark men, apparently. There is a way out. It's through the laboratories in the level 1. But they have control all over the level 1. What could we possibly do if these trained soldiers, these hardened men, if they were cut down by the shark men? We just pulled this knife out of this dead man's chest. We had to. It's the only means we have of defending ourselves. By the way, I just want to point something out. I'm attempting to search this dead soldier's body. Nothing's happening. I just want to point that out, and maybe you can just put that in the back of your minds. Nothing's happening when I search that soldier. Maybe just think about that for later. For right now, we have to be concerned with what awaits us as we try to escape this ship of death. There's an enemy. We have to approach in stealth mode and attack from behind. If he notices us, it's all over. Look at that. Look at this magnificent beast. This combination of man, shark, and camo pants. Fortunately, it dies very easily, just by being stabbed in the back of the head. We found its weak spot. Apparently, those other soldiers, they did not. But we have taken down the abomination of science. What has science done? And can we undo it? Is it our responsibility to undo it, or should we just escape with our lives? We need security cards for the elevator. And there is a jet ski that we can take to the surface. So if we can get those keys, maybe we can get out. But surely there is not just one Sharkman soldier. How many could there possibly be? How many were created? And we see here the raw materials, innocent sharks. Though our heroine is tired of sharks, she doesn't want anything to do with any more sharks. But maybe normal sharks would be... Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. Maybe normal sharks would be a blessing compared to Sharkmen soldiers. We have to hide. You see, the only way we can kill one is by sneaking up behind it and stabbing it in the back. It's the only way. If we can just be quiet. And as time goes on, we become a hardened killer. We become much more like the monsters we are fighting. Perhaps we are the real monster here. Perhaps we are the ones who should not leave the ship. Maybe we should just all go down together. Because the more you do it, the easier it gets. Pretty soon, everyone starts to look like a Sharkman. These Sharkmen, with their endless limited paths, just walking around things forever. Do they even have conscious thought anymore? Or are they running just on instinct? The instinct of a shark? Surely. These are... Oh no, he saw me. Oh, but I was able to stop him before he bit me. Look at that. We took on one of the Sharkmen face to face. We got the elevator key card. And we survived. We are the apex predator, not Sharkman. Us. Can't go through there. With only a knife in our hand, we do what those soldiers could not. At this point, it becomes... I don't even know if it's possible to hide from them anymore. They'll just do this. And then... Yeah. And then we have to get around. Yep, there we go. Fortunately, they are dead permanently. They don't get back up. Unless we leave the room and come back in. Then they're alive again. Maybe that's something you should just remember for later as well. We are the most efficient of killing machines. Who is the human race really in danger from? Sharkmen or this woman? The psychological layers are so thick and layered with layers. It's a type of game that you'll spend a few days thinking about after it's over. Okay, the main power plant. If you activated the central computer in the order 2314, it could result in the meltdown of the entire system. I don't know why they would even build that into it. That seems silly. Maybe we should remember that sequence for later, though. Maybe it might come in handy. Oh, the music's pumping up. Getting exciting. And look at this. What's this monstrosity? This horror in front of all that is good and natural. It's an insult to the natural way of things. Fortunately, it's stuck in this cube of water and glass, so I guess we don't have to worry about it. But there still are more shark men on the prowl, like that one. By the way, I just want to point out, that really is not as easy as it looks. You only have a split second to hit that QTE, otherwise you die instantly. I'm sure we'll see it before the game is over. I've just played this a number of times now, and I kind of hate myself for doing it. That almost died. By the way, while they're stunned like that, you can't touch them, otherwise they instantly kill you. So just remember that as well. Why would you remember that? You're not going to play this game. You're never going to play... Oh, hold on. Yes, that's what happens when you die. And we can see why these shark men are so dangerous. You only get a split-second QTE, and if you fail it, they bite your head off. And even if you don't fail it, because I hit the button... I did hit the button. It didn't work. That happens sometimes. Where if you're hitting... If you are already hitting a button like the run button or something, when the QTE starts, you automatically lose it. That's why when the sharks come running at me, I stop moving. Because if I'm actually pressing a button or a direction, when they grab me, I automatically lose the QTE. So I'm just going to stop when they come running. You might imagine that was very fun to figure out. And yes, I do have to duck and get behind them to stab them when they're stunned. I can't actually do it any other way, for some reason. I guess that's their weak spot. Oh, but only when I'm crouched. Now, he's standing in that doorway. I can't actually get around him, because if I touch him, I'll die. That was my mistake. Alright, I think I have enough room to get around him this time. There we go. Truly survival horror at its most survival and horrible. I need a keycard. I wonder where that keycard could be. I didn't see any keycards. Ah, the keycard. Where is it? Well, Tommy White asked for the card, and he was going to go barricade himself in the cafeteria. That was that second room we were in, with the dead bodies. Now we have to go all the way back there. If there's one thing Dead Sea 2 does, it's efficient with its use of resources. Because it makes you go through these rooms, not just once, but twice. Actually, 3 times, because we have to go back. We went through it once, then go back, and then we'll come through it again to get back to that door. Game design. Making the most of the little you have. It's also the reason why you die so quickly in those QTEs. The harder you make it, the longer it'll take someone to beat the game. Of course, if you're going to make a game difficult, you also want to make the game fun to play, so someone's going to want to play through it multiple times. They forgot that part. I suppose I shouldn't be too hard on it, though, because, of course, survival horror games, the main point is not being fun, the main point is tension and getting under your skin, and Dead Sea 2 does do that masterfully, as you're constantly wondering, am I going to die when I see the next Shark Man and have to start over again? Because I really hope I don't have to start over again. Please God, I don't want to start over again. You may notice that we're well beyond the demo time limit, because I bought this. Oh yes, I bought this. We're all experiencing the pain together. You might wonder what it's loading. Why would it take so long to load it? I mean, really, this is all that's there. Really took that long to load? I don't know. I think we could probably run by this guy, though. He'll hear us running, and he'll come after us, but I think we can beat him to the door. We made it. A very tension-filled chase for our lives. Could cut the tension with a knife. The knife we're holding, that is. Okay, this guy. He has a key card. Apparently it was invisible the first time round. Let's go back all the way. Because that's good game design. That's efficiency of resources. I don't think we can go through this again. No, we still can't go through that. Still can't. Pretty sure we don't have to, though. Well, maybe I'll be nice and just fast forward through this bit. Since it's exactly the same thing that we've seen already. I'll see you at the door. Finally! Alright, yeah, here's where we needed the key card. Now that we have the key card, we can go through the door. What's on the other side of the door? Tension. The loading times increase the tension. Oh, we're in some kind of laboratory with numbered computers. We did see some kind of sequence that maybe we should try. It doesn't work. We know that the sequence began with 2. I remember that much. So let's go to the supercomputer in the middle and see what we can do with that. Oh no, it's that beast that we saw in the thing, the glass cage. It's loose and oh, now these computers work. And the ultimate predator has difficulty navigating obstacles, apparently. I guess. But truly it is the ultimate predator. Nothing can stand against it. That was 2, 3, I think it was 1 that was next. And 4 should melt down the whole lab, and all of this with it. Oh no, self-destruction countdown. I wonder if we'll get out in time. The ultimate predator killed by a surge of electricity. It's poetic, almost. Killed by the same systems that created it. Again, remember, it's layered. Of course, that's not our only obstacle getting out of here. Yeah, there's more of this fun stuff. Actually, the biggest challenge in the game is right here. Because as we continue to go towards the exit, the game will start to stutter. At least it did for me last time. Doesn't look like it's happening this time. It did a little bit there. Okay. Let's see if it stutters. Yeah, a little bit. Will I do it? Wow, I did it. That took me... Well, actually, I have only a few seconds to go. That took me so long the first time, because the game kept stuttering, and I kept failing the QTEs because of it. But the horror is over. The terror has been destroyed. But we didn't have enough time to get out. Alright, that's... Wonder where we start. Be nice if we started at that last door, but I don't know if it'll do that for us. We started the door with 1 second left. I wonder if it's possible to get it really started us with 1 second left. Just got to see if it's possible to get to that door. Yep, did it. And so our heroine has escaped from the ship of death on a jet ski into the ocean, but she still remains in the sea. In the Dead Sea. Of course, this opens up all kinds of possibilities for a sequel. A Dead Sea 3. Maybe there is yet more marine abominations for our heroine to face before she finally gets back to the safety of land. But who can say? I guess it's up to Brave Men Games to make that dream come true. For all of us. Dead Sea 2 is quite remarkable when it comes to survival horror games. I've never had a survival horror game suck the soul out of me quite like Dead Sea 2 did. Just make me feel miserable for playing it. Just hate myself for playing it all the way through. I've never had a game do something quite like that. Dead Sea 2 is special in that way. Thanks, Teresa. There you go. You can follow the developers if you want. See what they're working on next, I guess. Because who wouldn't want to do that? Well, we'll see, I guess, if they're able to pump out a Dead Sea 3 before the Xbox 360 dies out and the next generation begins. Kind of wonder if the next generation will have a Xbox Live Indie Games section, or if they'll just give up on that. Well, that was Dead Sea 2 Mutation. Don't play it.